Hello and welcome into Allen Athletics here on WACH-FOX 57. I'm Kate Crenshaw. Glad to have you with us here on this Sunday morning as we take a dive into all things Yellow Jackets. Here on Allen Athletics, we're talking about the conclusions of the regular season to both men's and women's basketball as they each ended their season making such great strides in each of their programs. You talk about the women's basketball team led by first-year head coach LaToya Jones. They pick up 12 wins on the season, which the most impressive part of that, they finished the season so strong, winning 5 of their last 6 contests. They're heading into tournament play just on the right note. And then on the men's side of things, Coach Sean Walker, also in his first year leading the Yellow Jacket basketball team, did remarkable things that hadn't been done here in years as men's basketball finished up their regular season with 14 wins on the year. And that goes back the previous 2 seasons before Coach Walker got here, a combined 10 wins for Allen basketball. So a complete new direction. As he likes to say, the cheese has been moving for Allen men's basketball, but each of the Yellow Jacket teams will head down to Savannah, Georgia this coming Tuesday, March the 5th, to begin the SIAC tournament where they'll compete against other conference teams. And for the women, that'll start out at noon on Tuesday against Tuskegee. For the men, later that night at 7:30 p.m. against the winner of Lane and Albany State. A full preview of the conference tournament and a recap of the regular season coming up here on Allen Athletics.
Right here, there's a better way to travel, where we're proud to be local, but we're more than just your local airport. Here, you can go from garage to gate in minutes, instead of traveling to travel.
Who wants to drive an hour up 77 anyway?
With quick find parking and multi-airline kiosks, we're designed to save you time. So for your next trip, check CAE first. The Columbia Metropolitan Airport. Fly local, fly with neighbors, fly with ease.
At Founders Federal Credit Union, we know success is a team effort. We're always cheering for you, side by side, so you can dream big and achieve your goals. Offering products and services that put you in the lead, whether that's helping you buy a car, build your savings, or supporting your community. We're here with the financial support you need. That's teamwork. Score big with Founders Federal Credit Union. Relax with Founders.
And we're back here on Allen Athletics talking women's basketball with head coach LaToya Jones. Coach, it's crazy to think. It feels like just yesterday, November was here. We were talking about tip-off to the season, and now the regular season is in the books. As you look back on it, how do you summarize up your first year here at Allen?
Well, I will say kind of a roller coaster. It started at, with me coming in here and coming kind of mid preseason and then, trying to implement things and get to know the team and get the ball rolling. It has been a bit of a roller coaster, the ups and downs, the twists and turns, but I will say that I have just been very proud of the perseverance and the fortitude of my team.
Well, in your first year here at Allen, a 12-win season for your group as you wrapped it up at Payne College this past week. But first, let's go back to senior night. That's the last time we spoke to you before that one. And you said a little bit there, it's a rivalry, whether we want to acknowledge it or not, in women's basketball with Clark Atlanta. It's always a physical game, an emotional game as well. Added in senior day, it's just another element, but a 66-61 win for your group. Walk me back through that game and what led you to the 5-point win.
I just think that they were determined. We actually went back to that film. We did a little, reflection on things that we could have done better, and we just stuck to 3 things. And that was our defense, rebounding, and free throws. And then the 4th thing, which is, something that I always talk about, is keeping your emotions at bay. That's kind of difficult to do sometimes, but based off of how things ended in Atlanta, we knew that we had to keep that under control. And I think that we did a good job there. And we played team ball. We shared the ball. We didn't get frazzled. We knew that they were going to come out and they were going to do what they did best. Our job wasn't to stop it necessarily, but to slow things down and then make sure that we executed our game plan, and I think we did a fair job on that, and I was very proud of just the overall play within the 40-minute time frame.
Double-double for Talea Boxley in that one, season best, 16 points, 14 boards for Talea. She's really grown a lot as a player in her sophomore season. What have you seen from her so far this year that's building her into a junior campaign?
She has definitely just trusted her face-up game. You know, that's one of the things, you know, coming in when I was trying to decide on where I was going to place players, I knew that she was one that can play inside out. She was one that can take a few dribbles and make moves and use her footwork. And I think that as she got comfortable within the offensive set and really understood some of the spots I was putting her in, she was able to execute. And not to mention, she can run the floor very well, and she has great hands. So that really benefited us down the stretch, because it came to a point where, you know, we won the foot race against Clark Atlanta, and she was a big factor in that, because she was able to run the floor and hit those shots and get us some and-ones and free throws.
Talea's efforts led her to be named SIAC Women's Basketball Player of the Week. Coach, what does that honor mean for a player like her and your program as well?
It means a lot. You know, this team has fought so hard. We have been through so many things, and and we have just been clawing our way back. There were times where we didn't look like we had it all together, but I feel like as the season progressed, we realized that together we have it all. And I just appreciate us, fighting together to the point where February, we only lost one game. And I think that that's another added factor to how we came up at the end with Talea being the player of the week, because we put ourselves on a notice that we're not done fighting. We're not done fighting. There's way more, left in the tank for us. And I'm just proud of her. I'm proud of our program. That gives you just a little respect. Respect is earned, not given. And I think that we've done enough to end the season, regular season, with that victory and award.
Following the win over Clark Atlanta last Saturday, it was the senior day ceremony. And Coach, I know for the women's team and your group, the ceremony was held after your game and before the boys' game. It's always easier to smile in photos after a win as well. But you look at Cash Hankerson and Tati Morris. I know as a coach stepping in as your first year, you lean a lot on the senior leadership to help keep your core group together. What will you miss most about those two when the postseason wraps up? We've had a lot of time just to get to know each other from the basketball standpoint. And like coaches, we coach our players, but we also learn a lot from our players. And what I've learned about Cash is that Cash is just one of those leaders. Like she's a fighter, and she's going to be in the trenches with me, and she wants to know what do you want, and she wants to make sure that she's communicating to her teams. And she is emotional, and sometimes that'll charge our team up, like, you know what, let's do it for her, or let's do it for us. And and I'm going to really miss that, because she is a real big voice. She's small in stature, but she has a big voice, and she has sound stuff to say, and people really listen. And I'm really going to miss that about her. And then Tati just being one of those players that just made sure that whatever minutes she was given, she did the best that she could. And I think I said this last time, is that it's like Tati is someone that's going to keep you smiling, that's going to keep you laughing, that's going to keep everything light. Nothing's ever that serious with Tati. And I think that balance within those two, that's going to be really missed, because we needed both of their personalities, both of their character traits along the way. And, the team really depended on them. And I think that, they have left a huge impression. Cash in just 1 year, and Tati over the years on this team, especially with most of the teammates being new. Their future plans are Cash Hankerson's going to pursue an overseas basketball career, and Tati Morris will step into a workforce career in law enforcement. Coach, when you heard each of their responses to that question, did it make sense after being around them for the last few months?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And then the fact that they have already planned out what their future success is going to be, it's a no-brainer. That's who they are.
That's who they are, and it's a big congrats to our seniors in Cash Hankerson and Tati Morris. We'll take a short break here on Allen Athletics. When we come back, it is March Madness here. We will take a look at the SIAC Conference Tournament coming up next week in Savannah, Georgia. We'll be back in a moment.
There's a hidden gem in downtown Columbia, South Carolina. Are you ready to witness the epitome of grit and passion?
Well, welcome to Allen University Athletics. From dazzling plays on the basketball court to the electrifying crowd, we've got tradition and we've got pageantry. Fueled by determination and unwavering spirit, coaches will push everyone's limits, game after game. At Allen University, we believe in the power of unity, teamwork, and resilience. Together, we rise. Be a part of the legacy and experience the thrill of Allen University Athletics. For more information, visit our athletics website at auyellowjackets.com.
Back here with Coach Jones of women's basketball. Coach, this is the time that everyone plays for. Postseason is here, and as easy as it gets, you don't have to get your team hyped up for these type of games. It's win or go home this time of year. The SIAC tournament starts up this coming Tuesday down in Savannah, Georgia, on the campus of Savannah State. Your squad in action coming up noon on March the 5th to take on Tuskegee, a team you saw way back, it seems like ages ago, very early on in the season, while Tuskegee got the 8-point win way back in November. As you look at them now, what are you expecting from the Tigers?
I'm expecting them to stick to what they do best. They are a team that's going to try to run you. They're going to try to take you off the dribble. They love to pick and roll. They love to put the ball inside, and I just expect them just to continue just to be that type of team. What I'm expecting from us is I'm expecting for us to be who we are. You know, tournament time, it gets a little tricky. You know, sometimes people throw their playbook away and bring a whole lot of different plays or just some, you know, I just want us just to stick to who we are. We fought so hard just to get our identity, just to get our success, and I don't think that we need to, you know, deviate from that. And that's kind of my message to my team.
Coach, your team won 5 of your last 6 regular season contests. I know you're happy to see. Feels like your group's hitting their stride at the right time.
Yes. And right time it is. You know, it's never too late. And I'm just happy that we found success at the right time before, you know, it started to become something that was too far out of reach for us. And I'm just happy that we continue to fight. And I think that going into the tournament, there's some respect that, you know, that's following our name now, you know, and I think that people know that they need to take us serious, and then the fact that, you know, our team is a team of people who can eat up the stat sheet. People can't zero in on 1 or 2 people. You have to respect our whole team, and that's what I'm most proud of. I like to coach team basketball. I want everybody to feel like they could touch the leather. They can be a valuable asset, and I think that that's what we've shown, and that is what I am most proud of, and that's what I feel like that will give us that advantage going into the tournament.
I know you mentioned a little bit ago that sometimes coaches will coach differently when it comes to tournament play, whether it be strategizing and some things, but also when you're in that huddle, there's no more instance where, okay, we made this mistake in the second quarter, we'll coach on that in practice. As a coach, how do you adjust to that, knowing that, hey, it's win or go home today, we need to fix things in the moment?
Well, I have already been stressing that, and you continue to stress it, and then you don't put too much pressure on it to where their mistakes come from pressure, not necessarily from responsibility. And so that's just one of the things, you know, that we just have to be conscious of. And then we also just got to go out there and play, because the basketball game is still about making plays, getting a defensive stop, scoring, doing the little things. We have to just keep the main thing. And, you know, we got 40 minutes or more to do it in, but, you know, just keeping that balance, not getting too high, not getting too low, but just staying in fight mode.
Allen and Tuskegee in the first round of the SIAC tournament this coming Tuesday, March the 5th at noon down in Savannah, Georgia. Coach, let's keep the question simple. What is the most important thing to beat Tuskegee?
Execution and rebounding.
Simple as that. No doubt about it. Got to execute, got to win the boards. Coach, we hope we're talking to you next week with a conference championship here back at home, and maybe a net around your neck.
Hey, yes.
She's Coach Latoya Jones. I'm Kate Crenshaw. Coach, best of luck this week.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more.
Right here, there's a better way to travel, where we're proud to be local, but we're more than just your local airport. Here, you can go from garage to gate in minutes, instead of traveling to travel.
Who wants to drive an hour up 77 anyway?
With quick find parking and multi-airline kiosks, we're designed to save you time. So for your next trip, check CAE first. The Columbia Metropolitan Airport. Fly local, fly with neighbors, fly with ease.
There's a hidden gem in downtown Columbia, South Carolina. Are you ready to witness the epitome of grit and passion? Well, welcome to Allen University Athletics. From dazzling plays on the basketball court to the electrifying crowd, we've got traditions and we've got pageantry. Fueled by determination and unwavering spirit, coaches will push everyone's limits, game after game. At Allen University, we believe in the power of unity, teamwork, and resilience. Together, we rise. Be a part of the legacy and experience the thrill of Allen University Athletics. For more information, visit our athletics website at auyellowjackets.com.
I think my images truly portray dynamic women, like being bold, being fearless. Growing up, I did not see what I wanted to be. There was just a lack of Black women, business owners, entrepreneurs, creatives. That's how I just started taking pictures. And from there, I figured out that I wanted to be a photographer for women of color. It takes a village to be a Black woman, to live and survive as a Black woman. It takes support. I found my niche and I'm sticking to it.
Each year, the South Carolina Education Lottery raises millions of dollars for scholarships and grants that help students prepare for their dream career, just like Kristen.
At Founders Federal Credit Union, we know success is a team effort. We're always cheering for you, side by side, so you can dream big and achieve your goals. Offering products and services that put you in the lead, whether that's helping you buy a car, build your savings, or supporting your community. We're here with the financial support you need. That's teamwork. Score big with Founders Federal Credit Union. Relax with Founders.
Back here on Allen Athletics, talking men's basketball with assistant head coach Matthew Bennett. Coach, thanks for stopping by this afternoon. The regular season is in the books. We'll recap the last two matchups for your team. Let's go back first to last Saturday. A tough loss to Clark Atlanta, who ended up being the top overall seed in the conference and winners of the Eastern Division in the SIAC. When you look back at that 72-55 loss, what were some takeaways you had?
In the first half, we played strong. We came out and hit them in the mouth like we were supposed to, and just that second half, I guess, it's probably on us as coaches that we gotta keep the energy flowing and keep the guys, locked into the game. But it shows that we could hang with guys at the top of the league. You know what I'm saying? That second half score got out of control a little bit, but that first half, it showed that we could stick with the top teams of the league.
You then turned around 48 hours later and welcomed in Morehouse College here to John Hurst Adams Gymnasium. You lost that one 66-51, and it was a game that the score indicates a 14-point win, but it was much, much closer until Morehouse tacked on some points late.
And that's what, again, like the Clark game, we started off strong. I just feel like it's more so us, not to take anything away from those other two teams, but when we get over that hump, I feel like we could beat any team in the league, honestly. But it's just the first half, it shows how strong we could be, and then great teams find a way to win, and that's why maybe they're winning. But when we find that thing that's going to give over the hump, we'll be one of those great teams that's going to win. So I'm really proud of the guys.
Well, as the regular season came to a close, we also took some time to honor the 5 seniors for Allen men's basketball. As you look at each of their contributions to the team this season, as a first-year coaching staff, oftentimes you'll lean on some senior leadership on the team as well. What has that core 5 meant?
Everybody has a special place in all our hearts, honestly. Guys like Malik Lacewell, big-time shooter, Austin James, another shooter, another scorer. Mo Muhammad, he's a decent shooter, and he's been locked in a lot lately, grabbing some very, very, very good rebounds for us and hitting some big shots. But then guys like Tyreek McAdoo, who's just a great kid. You know what I'm saying? In school, his academics good. The way he carry himself, he's gonna be one of those kids that you will want to come date your daughter. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do everything the right way. So we're gonna miss a lot on him. And Julian Smith, man, is probably one of our best on-ball defenders. You know, he's a Columbia kid, and when he gets his chance to play in the game, he's a guy that, you know, we could say go guard their best player and he'll get it done. So those 5, they mean a lot to us, man, and we're gonna miss them. We're gonna miss them.
Well, the regular season is at its end. Coach, it seems like it has flown by. It feels like just yesterday, maybe it was November in the preseason. Feels like yesterday we were in the Virgin Islands in December at that tournament, right? And now you're here in conference tournament play is here. As you look back on this season as a whole, what will you remember most about your first year here at Allen?
It was a grind. Getting the guys to buy in, taking a lot of the guys that was here last year, getting them to understand what it takes to win and the buy-in that it takes to win, and then learning from a great coach like Sean Walker. He has taught me a lot. I learned a lot from him, I should say, about X's and O's, about how you manage a group of young men. So to be honest, it was a great experience. And then, you know, Virgin Islands was the plus. You know, we had a good time, right, Kate?
That's right.
Had a good time, but it was cool. It was cool.
The team has used a moniker and motto all year of move the cheese, talking about improving each and every day. After a 14-win season this year, after Allen had won a total of 10 games in the 2 years prior combined, do you feel like the cheese moved?
The cheese is moving, honestly. It's stuck right now. But the cheese is moving. And that book is a small kid book, but it's powerful, right? And right now, like the book said, we're stuck in Station C. Right, we lost to Clark, we lost to Morehouse, but now in the tournament we want to get that cheese to move again. And when you lose games like that, the reason the book will match what we're telling them is that you got to find a way. So right now, what you're going to do is you're going to sit in Section C, or you're going to find a way to go in the tournament and shock the world. And I think we got a chance to shock the world if we buy in.
Jishawn Aldridge finished the regular season as Allen's leading scorer at a little over 9 points per game, but even more impressive than that, led the SIAC in assists as well. As a point guard, what has he meant to this team and the role he played in the success?
Jishawn meant a lot. We coach Jishawn hard, and he takes it every day, and he believes in us, and he believes in the guy. And actually, you know, Jishawn is one of those point guards, you know, that you got to trust a little bit. He make you upset a little bit, but, you know, at the end of the day, he'll try his best, and we know he'll give us his best. I didn't know he'd lead the team in scoring, but that's a good stat. That's a good stat.
Not a bad stat to have,
Great
right?
Stat to have.
Good accolade.
Yep.
Well, Coach, you turn your attention now to the SIAC tournament down in Savannah, Georgia. Allen men's basketball, their first round game will be Tuesday, March the 5th at 7:30 p.m. And a benefit of a great regular season as you get an early bye. Yep. Maybe the downside of that is the opponent is still to be determined, as Allen will play the winner of either Lane or Albany State, and they'll play on Sunday. Coach, what will you be watching for in that game as your opponent is decided?
Well, we're going to watch the game, probably the whole game. Maybe we might watch it as a team, but I know for Coach Walker, he's going to be locked in, and we're going to scout both of them like we do every game, and we're going to scout them more at a high level, honestly. In my opinion, Albany State or Lane, each one of them will probably be a good opponent for us. We just played Albany, so in a way we got their number a little bit. We didn't see Lane since the beginning of the season. But either way, man, we're ready. We're ready. We're going to be ready. I know Coach Walker going to have us prepared. He's going to have us excited. He's going to have the cheese moving, so we'll be good. We'll be good.
Is there anything different as a coach that maybe you or the staff do differently, knowing that now you're in that portion of the season where we either win this game or you turn in the jerseys at the end of the day?
Yeah, it's just the way we're going to prepare them. We're going to be on them hard. We're not going into a tournament thinking we're going to just go home, come up there, play a game, and go home. We got the mindset that we could try to win this thing and that we may win this thing, but at the end of the day, we're going to coach them hard. I know Coach Walker going to prepare. We're going to probably over-prepare, but we're going to take this game serious, man, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
What's the health of the team heading to the postseason?
Well, everybody's fine. Everybody's fine. The biggest thing is how are they mentally, right? And when we tap into that mental part, we'll be good. I talked to a couple of guys. I had a little meetings with a couple of guys, and just to see where their head is at mentally, and everybody seemed to be in good spirits. And my biggest thing is focusing on getting everybody on the same page, because if one person energy off, that can mess up the whole trajectory of the game. So we want everybody to be locked in.
Coach, let's fast forward to Tuesday night. You're down at Tiger Arena on the campus of Savannah State. Figure out who your opponent is by that point in time. It's that last meeting in the locker room before the game starts. What's the message that you're looking to share with the team then?
Hey man, for you seeing, this is it. You know, some of you guys want to go play pro. Some of you guys want to be introduced to the real world. How do you want to leave? Do you want to leave a loser or do you want to leave a champion? And if you want to leave a champion, we'll win a game. And if not, then I'll have you crying on your shoulders, brother.
He's Matthew Bennett, Associate Head Men's Basketball Coach here at Allen. Coach, thanks for the time and best of luck down in Savannah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll be back with more.
All right.
Right here, there's a better way to travel, where we're proud to be local, but we're more than just your local airport. Here, you can go from garage to gate in minutes instead of traveling to travel.
Who wants to drive an hour up 77 anyway?
With quick find parking and multi-airline kiosks, we're designed to save you time. So for your next trip, check CAE first. The Columbia Metropolitan Airport. Fly local, fly with neighbors, fly with ease.
There's a hidden gem in downtown Columbia, South Carolina. Are you ready to witness the epitome of grit and passion? Well, welcome to Allen University Athletics. From dazzling plays on the basketball court to the electrifying crowd, we've got tradition and we've got pageantry. Fueled by determination and unwavering spirit, coaches will push everyone's limits, game after game. At Allen University, we believe in the power of unity, teamwork, and resilience. Together, we rise. Be a part of the legacy and experience the thrill of Allen University Athletics. For more information, visit our athletics website at auyellowjackets.com.
I think my images truly portray dynamic women, like being bold, being fearless. Growing up, I did not see what I wanted to be. There was just a lack of Black women, business owners, entrepreneurs, creatives. That's how I just started taking pictures. And from there, I figured out that I wanted to be a photographer for women of color. It takes a village to be a Black woman, to live and survive as a Black woman. It takes support. I found my niche and I'm sticking to it.
Each year, the South Carolina Education Lottery raises millions of dollars for scholarships and grants that help students prepare for their dream career, just like Kristen.
At Founders Federal Credit Union, we know success is a team effort. We're always cheering for you, side by side, so you can dream big and achieve your goals. Offering products and services that put you in the lead, whether that's helping you buy a car, build your savings, or supporting your community. We're here with the financial support you need. That's teamwork. Score big with Founders Federal Credit Union. Relax with Founders.
We're back here on Allen Athletics, wrapping things up this week as the Yellow Jacket men's and women's basketball teams concluded their regular seasons this past weekend, and they look ahead to the conference tournament. Again, that will start this Tuesday, March the 5th, down in Savannah, Georgia at Tiger Arena on the campus of Savannah State University. The women's basketball team will play at noon on Tuesday, the men's team later that night at 7:30 p.m. For tickets and tournament and bracket information, you can head over to our website at auyellowjackets.com. Just click on the schedule page for either the men's or women's basketball teams, and you'll find everything you need to know ahead of Tuesday night there. That wraps things up for us this week. I'm Kate Crenshaw saying so long. We'll see you next Sunday, and as always, remember to smile.